Arsenal, Brighton. Terrible. Terrible. I cannot believe we lost again. Again.
I would like to have my face.
I saw this thing today. This is the first time since 2002 that Arsenal have lost. I think it was four league games in a row.
No, was it 4 league games in a row?
It's 4 league games.
Mr. Wenger is making new records. Wonderful new records.
As sad, even as a Manchester United fan, like at this point, Arsene Wenger out.
No.
For the benefit of the league as a whole, or for the betterment of Arsenal as a football club. One, because I see the potential that is in there. I see the frustration which the players themselves are going through.
Usually the players are frustrated.
If I can give 2 fucks about the fans.
Usually the players are frustrated.
Excuse my words. But I can give 2 fucks about the fans.
Who are the ones paying their checks? We'll buy jails.
Guess what? Keep paying.
So we'll buy tickets now.
That's what you signed up for, man.
Yes.
That's not what I signed up for, man.
I signed up for mediocre stuff.
But yeah, it's been a horrible 2 weeks for Arsenal. It's been a bad new year. I wish I could rewind 2018 for you.
Why would you rewind for Arsenal? I don't understand.
It's been
8
horrible.
losses.
To even see as a footballer myself, it's been horrible.
Yeah.
8 losses.
I mean,
Considered 6 to City with no response. Very utterly shameful. Like no response.
Calm down now. You don't have to use grammar now make it worse. Let's use grammar to cover the gist. We get disgraceful. The whole team was a shambles. No, keep going.
With the lineup of Ozil.
Okay, how much you're getting paid. There's no more passion for you to win. You don't want to win. Forget what you're
let me ask you a question. Why is it that everything you just said, we've been saying it about Arsenal players since 2008?
I don't understand.
I want you to listen to what I said and think about it.
See, let me say.
Hold on, let me just ask you. Why have we been saying this exact thing? They don't have passion, don't they want to win? About Arsenal players since 2008, and then the same players go to another squad, and all of a sudden,
and you believe it's Wenger's fault.
Who else?
Let me explain.
I'm asking you, who else?
Let me explain why. It's a lot of things involved here. One, from my own perspective as a football fan, generally, the age of players that we are in right now are playing for a paycheck.
And once they get the paycheck,
and once they get that, they are comfortable. That is the general trend. But, like what you said, it's like a banker. You have to take responsibility for your job at this point in time. You have to be what's the word? You have to be accountable to check your collective.
If you don't take that responsibility, what's supposed to happen?
You have to be reprimanded for that, definitely.
By who?
But if the coach is not, from my own, I agree that the coach has his fault to play. All right, but it's bigger than the coach in the sense that
he's not.
So if the coach is no longer respected, if the coach has all fucked up, if the coach is to be fired, the board has a duty to do that. You can't put the responsibility on the coach to walk away. That's not how things work.
No, that's definitely, the board is definitely wrong completely.
Which is why I'm saying that it's bigger than the coach.
But he himself, who is, I even shudder to say it now, an Arsenal legend, even though I don't think of him that way anymore, that claims to love the goal. At this point, do you now see that you are clearly ineffective? It's time for you to walk away.
No, because he has a superior plan. He has a plan. He has an agenda.
Do you realize he's been saying this shit since 2013?
Which is why I'm saying that for him to still be in that seat, it means that his plans blend with the plans of the board.
Or he's an arrogant bastard.
Or the players are not playing according to what he wants.
See, my own take on the matter is
he's not playing.
Why does you haven't answered my question? Why is it that if every single player you are coaching since 2008, the past 9 years,
it
you
just
cannot
shows,
motivate them to play?
It just shows.
Does that not mean maybe you shouldn't be the manager?
He's not coach status no more. Like at this point,
maybe you shouldn't be the manager. If Fergie walks into the dressing room and he can't get these guys to get up and play, maybe you shouldn't be the manager.
Bro, but we all have grandparents who have reached a certain age when they begin to have amnesia, when they start to have all sorts of illness. Alright? I believe that Wenger has reached that peak or that edge of his life where he's starting to lose it. I feel like he has lost it. Alright? But and I don't know why we keep putting the pressure on him to take the bold step to leave. Alright? He doesn't see that. He's in his own, so he's creating and doing what he thinks is best. But it's like I said, if your grandparents keep forgetting stuff, are you going to give them a check of $1 billion?
Only nobody basically has the power to tell.
Me personally, growing up, when I seen Arsene Wenger, and Arsenal, I thought he was the owner of the club.
Me too.
But
yeah, some more.
it is seeming to me like he actually might be the owner of the club because it defies logic.
You can fire any coach.
At this particular point in time, it defies all logic to have Wenger in charge of Arsenal.
What I don't like is when people tell me to blame the players instead of that. That's why I don't like to hear.
But
Not saying
it's not blame the
Don't blame the players for the coach.
hold the players accountable.
Hold them accountable
Yeah.
also. Like also.
Hold them
Not
accountable.
just
I can understand your coach.
Wenger.
Let me ask you.
Not just Wenger, it's Wenger
Let me ask you one
and
question.
That's why I said the whole
Which I feel like this can be a whole Mourinho and Chelsea situation where the players don't even want the coach no more. And the coach doesn't know that.
But
right?
then which
So
they
the club stepped in.
But in that case, that's not the player's fault.
It's not the player's fault, but I guess the player is driving for a goal that is different, or the players have an aligned goal, which is to keep the manager out, and that has not worked. It's not backfire. It's now then backfiring on the club itself. That's basically what I see. I see like it's
I don't think that's what's happening here. I think the manager I think he has just lost it.
And the players can see that.
They can see it now. I think he's just.
They can see that, so they don't respect.
He's just tactically obsolete right now. There are things that Wenger does that even as the average fan, like we're not trained to be managers, but you can see like that makes no sense.
I watched, which I say he might be a granddad in that stage. He did something. Like I saw his face today, right after the game, even against City, and I'm just like. Apart from the fact that I can clearly see that he has lost it, it is more of now the players see things exactly the way I see it, in the sense that this guy has lost it. I don't really know why I'm playing to. So I'm going to freestyle when I get on the field. I'm going to do what I want to do when I get on the field. That's the accountability that which is talking about.
They are playing for what they are wearing, what the jersey.
I don't think they are anymore.
But what I say is not really. No matter how much desire you have, no matter how much you want to play for it, if your coach cannot deploy good tactics on the field, your chances are 8 times out of 10. You're not
if you go to work and you're
I know that I'm not a small club. But this game, right? I was supposed to talk about that. See, I catch myself here. This game, right? From beginning till almost the end of first half, Arsenal played like a middle team club. Honestly, we barely had no shots. By how many minutes into the game, we already went down one goal through one kind of stupid corner kick. Then,
that corner kick, everybody was flat-footed.
They were pressing.
All of that is probably what I'm saying. How many times have we had this conversation that one small nobody club scores us from set pieces? How many times? I've been talking about this with people for years. Since I was in SS2, I've been talking about this with people.
Whoa.
But guys, see, you guys then, like on a set piece, you have to know to be, like, you can't lose your man.
On a set piece, yeah, but even if it's football manager you are playing, if you're not told the players what to do, if you've not drilled them on what to do, you can't just expect them to show up there and perform well against people that drill this day in, day out.
And that's not what you mean.
It doesn't work like that.
See, we're putting a lot of emphasis.
The other managers too, they are coaching their players to do a certain thing.
But these are professional players who have been coached by numerous managers who already know how the system works. There's no that's why you would have. I understand that they have to fit into the philosophy. I perfectly understand that. But if you merge a team, an 11xi, all right, like Arsenal, there's no reason why they should not be able to compete.
Except for the manager.
Without the like.
I mean, how do you explain somebody like
a charity?
How do you explain a world-class player like Aubameyang coming to Arsenal? Aubameyang is looking like Welbeck on the pitch. He's looking like Welbeck on the pitch. This guy has only played. This was his 4th game for Arsenal, 4th league game anyway. For Arsenal, this guy is already looking like Welbeck. Other people even took longer, but this guy 4 games, he's already looking like Welbeck. Are you going before Aubameyang came to Arsenal? Were you going to say Aubameyang does not have passion, he does not fight? But look at him now on the team. How do you explain that? I'm not even going to argue about the manager stuff. I think see this point is even a higher point that at this point it's safe to assume Wenger is seen now he has lost his mind. That's even Sarkozy's fault. I don't even blame. Look, there's no need to blame a madman on his way to that man. To be honest, I can't blame a madman for going naked on the streets.
So we don't know what Kroenke's mental. Yeah, so he's like Wenger in a dictatorship.
Where we kind of are right now is alright, we're powerless to remove Kroenke, okay. But at least if Wenger can go out, at least
they can be
doing a little bit better.
We'll still be making
we might not
money
be where we want to be, but we will definitely be doing a little bit better. There will be none of this dumb shit going on all the time.
I believe that when you change manager or change the setup in terms of chain of command within the club, coach-wise, I feel like it creates an imbalance that has to be adjusted to. And I don't think it's going to be rosy.
No, of course not. But at
it's
least
going to take, to me, or with the work that I see on ground, you have a fantastic forward setup and all, but the depth of the team with regards to heart and all of those things, I feel like it will take a while to develop that.
Even if it takes us 6 years to do it,
you know that you started the process.
At least started the process instead of knowing very well that we're either going to be on the same spot or keep falling. Arsenal was in a better spot
last year
in 2012 than we are now with Shamak, Benson and Co. We're in a better spot than we are right now. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It makes no sense that with those players we're in a better spot than where we are right now. So even if it takes us 6 years to get over
one of the song years was nice. The MVP years were rosy compared to this, and even those were drought.
It's better, man. We're in a better spot.
That's terrible.
Good luck to you guys.
It's terrible. But yeah, they lost 2-1 to what's the name of
Brighton. I mean, it's terrible. Enough has been said about this.
Lost to City twice. Then that's bad.
I think because if this man can still come out and say he's confident, he has the ability to
that's what I'm saying, that you can
delve. This man must really actually be. He must have lost his mind.
Off record.
Man City game, right? Which one did they play?
The second Man City game, like the stadium was barely half filled.
I feel like they do that for like the next 5 games.
But
do that for the rest of the fucking season.
It's what I'm saying. Like, at this point, Arsenal needs to do that for the rest of the season. Make the statements known. Even like all fans have to make the statements known. But even after that, I don't see action being taken. I see a temporary, what's it called? Get 2 defenders, get 1 person,
get it 16,
and guys lose focus again. That's what I see.
The biggest problem that we actually have is Arsenal fans are very, 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 very gullible.
That's what I think.
Very, very gullible. That's the biggest problem that we have.
That's what I think.
That's the biggest problem that we have. Because if this was a team like Chelsea, I actually
like things will work temporarily.
They would have mobilized and gotten rid of.
Things will work temporarily, but
mobilization matter. Like that man win anyway on.
No. Like he said,
wait, let me say one thing. It's not availability.
He's going to finish his contract.
Yeah, Arsenal fans have been shouting Wenger out.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not a matter of shouts. What they did against in that last City game, boycotting the games. If they've been doing that for a while now, putting their money where their not putting their money where their mouth is. Something would have happened by now.
There's 2 things, right? There's one thing. There's one thing. Wait now. There's 2 things. There's one thing to still support your team at a bad time, and 2, going to just
To make
be
a
like, okay,
statement.
I'm fed up, and there's always no like.
Let's make it a statement.
The issue, the reason why it's worse is the fact that okay, nobody was expecting Wenger to sign again. The guy now signed 2 years. You know, at that moment he was supposed to leave. He now signed 2 years. At that moment now, okay, you don't already cleared the whole trophy draft matter. You already started rebuilding the team. Just leave, let somebody else build it further. You know what I'm saying? No, he now signed, and that is why this whole matter is ending up like this. Why it's whole Wenger matter. And the man has openly said that that it is his decision to leave. So now when the boycott,
it's his decision.
Yeah, it's obviously his decision to leave. So now by boycotting things like okay, not going to the games and all that, the board will now be forced to take action on that statement whereby it is decision to leave.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but now that I get that what you're saying, right?
See,
but what you're saying is why haven't they been doing this? I'm not explaining why they haven't
with regard, I personally believe that.
I knew he was going to sign that stuff. It's not. I don't know why nobody knew.
And I believe,
was very, very sure.
And I believe that if he's offered a 5-year contract,
he will sign it. He will sign it.
All right.
I knew
and I
very,
believe
very, well
very strongly that he will be offered.
I don't know why people were talking.
You know why?
They were like, "Are you going to sign?"
You know why?
He was like, "No, I'm going to leave it." That's what he does. Like,
You know
once
why?
he said that, I already knew he was going to sign.
You know why? You know why I say that? Because one, for it to have taken this long, it shows that they have signed a contract. I'm saying he and Krionki at this point in time, that one, he cannot be kicked out of the club. It is his decision legally. Like, I'm sure that at this point in time, there has to be, because there's no reason why Krionki should still have Wenger as coach. They, I'm sure, have a contractual agreement that he has to.
Do you know what annoys me most about the whole thing? Okay, you're in a press conference, and they ask him, okay, what do you think about your future? It's like, I don't want to talk about my future. Basically, what he's doing is just like what he did with the 2 year whatever. He's treating Arsenal fans like children. Like he's like postponing it. Yeah, I'm just going to postpone it. That you guys are going to forget, and there's nothing you guys are going to do about it. I'm not going to postpone it. Whatever, we all know I'm going to sign it, but I'm not going to talk about it, and you guys are going to forget. It was so obvious he was going to sign that 2 years. I don't know how people actually believe he was going to leave, because he was doing the same thing he's doing right now. They would ask him, "Oh, have you and the board agreed?" Even though he knows damn well they've agreed about this shit like months ago, he would say, "No, there's no conclusion right now. I don't want to talk about my future. I want to focus, blah 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 blah." And that's the same shit he's doing right now. This guy's going to be here next season.
I mean, he has 1 more year.
This guy is going to be here next season.
It's what I see.
After all this talk of Ancelotti,
that's what
I want to be optimistic. Because this guy is going to be here next season. I'm telling you, from the way he's behaving, this guy is going to be here next season. He's going to be here again next season.
Well, I'll miss Wenger. I don't want.
I actually see Wenger next season, bro. I see him kitted up with 2 new signings ready to go.
He's just sad because the guy is arrogant. He clearly doesn't give a fuck about the club. He only cares about his own ego, and he has killed his own legacy. That's the sad part.
Well, some people believe this year.
He has killed his own legacy. Wenger has had more bad years than Arsenal than good years. He has killed. If this guy had left after those back-to-back, there could have been some dignity left to be like, okay.
It's more of a at this moment he's done more bad than good.
He's like
he has already.
He's playing his legacy.
Like he has eclipsed, like the bad has eclipsed his legacy. That Invincible is nice. It's not so. They don't see that the Wenger something is an Arsenal something.
Exactly. You don't get any prize for almost.
Me?
In 2014, between 2014 and 2015, there is no excuse for us not winning Premier League. There was no excuse. The only reason why we didn't win the league was because our manager was Arsene Wenger. That's it.
And to be very honest, that was the season that was when everybody got their new coach.
The new season where
when everybody got new managers.
And it was the old face. Like,
I was like, he's the only one that didn't change jobs. It should be easy for him.
For you, clever way.
In the sense that everybody will have to rebuild, everybody will have to change chemistry.
I don't even. What was the?
He had a head start.
That man went Leicester one.
But then that season he went just where
that was Leicester one.
That was Leicester.
Oh yeah.
Everybody was in shambles.
I hope Kroenke does something about it, but I don't see it happening. I see Wenger is going to be here again next season, and I don't know, man. I don't know. I hope the fans in England. I don't know if you guys see this. Please stop going to watch games, please. Please, going to watch games at this point is not helping. It's not helping us now, to be honest. At this point, that's not being a fan anymore. That's what's it called?
Blind
That's collusion. You are aiding and abetting at this point.
It's something a criminal.
Anyway, let's
This is supposed
see what's going on. Anyway, we're gonna end this session here. Hopefully, I can cut it down to something watchable.
Wenger out.
Yeah, Wenger out.
I'll miss Wenger.
Always have Wenger.
Cause she buy me, Cause she buy me, yeah. Cause she buy me,